ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनदां। हरे कृष्णा। So today we'll see is verse number 60 here. So Krishna is explaining about the three different type of people who he has not explained till now. He has explained about the Ananya Bhaktas, then impersonalist, then also the four people who surrender unto him. And apart from these, three others are there. One is who worship him as Vishwarup, in form of Vishwarup, who worship Devtas, different Devtas, and who worship themselves as considering himself God and self as the same. So Ekatvena, Pruthatvena, and Vishwatomukam. So now Krishna will explain about the first category, who is lowest among the consciousness, we can say. So that is the Vishwatomukam. So let us see this verse. Aham kratur aham yagya
Aham kraturaham yagya
swadhaham aham aushadham
swadhaham aham aushadham
mantro aham aham evajam
mantroham aham evajam
aham agnir aham hutam
aham agnir aham hutam
aham kratur aham yagya
aham kraturaham yagya
swadhaham aham aushadham
swadhaham aham aushadham
mantro aham aham evajam
mantroham aham evagyam
aham agnir aham hutam.
aham agnir aham hutam.
Please chant.
Aham kratur aham yagya swadaham aham aushadham mantro aham aham evajam aham agnir aham hutam.
Aham kratur aham yajna swadhaham aham ausadham mantro aham aham ivagyam aham agnir aham hutam.
Okay, so let us see translation and purport. Okay. But it is I who am the ritual, I the sacrifice, the offering to the ancestors, the healing herb, the transcendental chant, and I am the butter and the fire and the offering. Purport. The Vedic sacrifice known as Jyoti Stoma is also Krishna, and he is also Mahayagya mentioned in Smriti. The oblations offered to the Pitraloka or sacrifice performed to please the Pitraloka considered as kind of drug in the form of clarified butter is also Krishna. The mantras chanted in this connection are also Krishna. And many other commodities made with milk products for offering in sacrifice are also Krishna. The fire is also Krishna because fire is one of the five elements, material elements, and is therefore claimed as separated energy of Krishna. In other words, Vedic sacrifices recommended in Karma Kanda division of Veda are in total also Krishna, or in other words, those who are engaged in rendering devotional service unto Krishna are to be understood have performed all sacrifices recommended in the Vedas. So Krishna is explaining about the people who worship him in the Vishwarup. So when we say Vishwarup, it's all the material manifestation. Right? So whatever great things or things that the person is attracted to is Krishna. And most of these devotees who worship him in this Vishwarup, they are also attracted to different type of yagyas and vidhis. So yagya is different and vidhi is different. Right? So here Kratur and yagya both separately mentioned. So one is mentioned in the Vedas, the karma kanda rituals, right? And one is the sacrifice yagya. So that is mentioned in the Smriti. So there are different like Shruti and Smriti. So Shruti is spoken by God, Smriti is written. Right? So the Vedas mention different types of rituals for different achievements. So a normal devotee who is in this level of the lowest level of consciousness, he thinks them to be very attracted to yagya or doing some fire sacrifices. When the fire is very big, there are say not one Brahman, say 10 Brahmans are doing a big fire sacrifice and lot of butter is being put into the fire and mantras are being spoken. And when some people see this, they get very much attracted to it. This is great. This big yagya is going on, and this is very purifying. This is very divine. This type of sentences they use. So they get attracted to this greatness of these sacrifices and the yagyas. So Krishna is telling that when you get attracted, when these people get attracted to these sacrifices or rituals, actually I am that. These are my representations by which that person actually appreciates the greatness or attractiveness in that particular ritual or sacrifice. So Krishna is saying, I am that. So he says, I am Yagya, I am Krutav, I am Aushadhi, yeah, I am the chant, the mantras which are chanted. I am also the butter which is offered. Right? And I am also Agni who is taking it. Right? And the person who is offering is also I. So similar type of verse was there in the 4th chapter, right? When Krishna was explaining about the yagya. And he mentioned that everything, when the Nishkam Karma Yogi works, everything is Brahma. So Brahma is spiritual. It becomes spiritual. So there, Krishna said that the offering, the person who is offering that, the mantra, the fire, everything becomes spiritual. But now, so that at that point, the Nishkam Karma Yogi, he is not aware of the absolute truth. So for him, that becomes at that level of consciousness, it becomes spiritual. So Krishna used the word Brahma. Everything is Brahma. But now Krishna goes further that it's of course it is spiritual, the Agni is spiritual, the mantra is spiritual, the offering is spiritual, but that is connected to me. I am that. I represent that spiritual thing there. So, and also Aushadhi, right? The different herbs that are used. So in the older times there were not this allopathy or anything, right? There were only herbs were used to cure. So Krishna is saying that if a particular herb has a great power to cure some disease, then Krishna says, I am representing that. That is my energy that has made it possible. So the Sanjeevani booty that helped, that Hanuman brought for Lakshman, that was a special herb. And because of which, even after the biting of snakes, Lakshman, so poisonous snakes were there, but still Lakshman was saved for his life. So that Sanjeevani herb, that was Krishna's energy. That's why it had so much great power to bring a person to life. So any aushadhi which has, aushadhi means here Krishna is talking about the herbs, the naturally available in the forest or deep mountains or Himalayas. There are still such herbs which have great power. So Krishna is saying that that is my energy. Uh, so in the Vishwarupa also, the person is attracted to this special features or specialities or qualities of this universe, and he gets attracted to them. So Krishna will tell more about this in the next couple of verses, and also in the 10th chapter, 11th chapter, right? So when Arjuna asked about the Vibhuti Yogas, how you manifest, how you cover all these universe, please explain this to me. What are your energies? So Krishna will explain more about that. Uh, so, but this is the way the person who is at lower consciousness indirectly is coming in connection with the energies of Krishna. And here the one advantage that this person who is getting attracted, he has a sense of worship. Mm. So when he sees yagya or he sees some great thing, he tries to worship that. Mm. So though the consciousness, the presence of at the consciousness level, there is no understanding of any spiritual thing because he's just getting attracted by the material things around him, but he has a tendency to worship that great qualities or great achievements or great energies or powers. So he tries to worship them. So he has a sense of worship. And from devotion point of view, when we talk about bhakti, Krishna says that you have to worship me. So the worship is one of the qualities in the bhakti, right? So this person who is lowest in the consciousness or who is not directly connected with the spiritual things, but he has a worshipping attitude. So from that angle, it is he has chances to get elevated. So Krishna is saying that actually that those are all my energies: yagya, kratur, yagya, aushadhi, swadha of oblations, offerings, mantra, everything. I am that, including Agni, offering everything. I am that. So I represent that. So in next couple of verses, Krishna will give more examples from this material point of view. We can also relate to them that whatever great we see, Krishna is saying that that is my energy. So this is the category of the people who worship Vishwa Vishwato Mukham. So by this they worship. So this is one category. So Krishna will continue the Vishwato Mukham explanation in next couple of verses. So we'll see that in tomorrow. We'll see those verses tomorrow. Hare Krishna. So we should be like Krishna is merciful to everyone. He's trying to accommodate everyone. We should also have broad view when we deal with any kind of people. Thank you very much. So any comments or any questions or questions? We have few minutes. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.